Wow. Happy Selfie Timber. Amazing pictures of you. So, JJ, what do you think?
So good. So impressive.
I mean, just the variety.
That's really fun when everybody shows personality. And, sometimes it's fun when we all tackle the exact same subject and you see the variety within. But this is just, to me, it's my favorite.
It's so cool also because we see your names in the chat. We know that you're out there. And now we get to see what you look like.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like better than a Zoom call. We get to see you and how you see you and how you express yourself and how you use materials. Just awesome. So fantastic.
Yeah. And, thank you to everyone who
thank you for
shared and cared.
Yeah. And, it's if you weren't delighted with your selfie, that's why we have Selfie Timber. So you can draw yourself every dang day.
All right. I'm going to open my water.
All right. So lots of folks here. Some new folks I see. MD, first time live. Well, doctors are very busy, so I can understand why that would be the case. Elizabeth is here from Holland. Did I see her there? Yes. And Lisa Stewart tells us that we're missing an amazing week in New York City.
We've been experiencing it because we've been watching the U.S. Open tennis.
I know.
And, it's making us a little homesick, but...
It is nice.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's a nice time to be
This time last year we were there because we were there for your birthday, which was yesterday.
And it was hot.
Everyone was like, how do you live in Phoenix? And we were like, it's worse here.
Much worse, yeah.
So hot.
But it's very nice. So, yes... John Shipley in Melton Mowbray.
I saw Jen in the Philippines. I saw someone from Tasmania, which sounds like very cool and exciting.
Here it is. Annette Crabtree. Cold Tasmania, because of course it is.
Yes. It is almost polar opposite.
It's almost spring. Spring is coming. It's around the corner.
Oh, Argentina. That's fun. We don't see that often.
Argentina also in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
So Agus, you're probably experiencing some spring or late winter.
A lot of people had rain, and I said, please send some our way. It is so hot here. It's not spring, or it's not fall. Everybody's getting pumpkin spiced, and we are still in the midst of summer.
Over 100 days, over 100 degrees this summer so far. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about the weather.
Yes.
So, I just want to briefly mention, I'm not going to flog it. Yes, but our membership program has kicked off.
It's been really fun so far.
We have been at it all week long, drawing selfies every day. It's just fun to hang out, honestly. So, and to draw together, and for me to have another opportunity. It's kind of like Draw With Me, but I have another opportunity to share stuff, and it's good for me. I have to say, I think my drawings have improved already, and that's just getting back into the gym. So if you'd like to join us, if you're not seeing the join button there,
that means probably you already signed up, right?
No, it might be because you're on a phone or you're on an iPad, and so you need to go to school.tiny.us/joinyt. Not join Whitey. YT. Join YouTube. Join YT. School.tiny.us. And it's $7.99 a month.
You can see people in the chat have a special icon.
Are there members who are in the chat who are?
I see a bunch of members. Thank you so much.
What do you think? Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been really fun, and
it was sort of your birthday present to yourself. You're committed to doing selfies every day.
Yeah.
And
I thought, why not do them with some friends? So we're all doing it together, and that's really nice. So yes, a lot of folks are doing it.
Sweet.
So yes.
Come one, come all.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been signing up for it, so it's nice.
Yeah.
So good. You guys are having fun doing it. So all right. So let's talk about today. So today is a double birthday. It is the birthday of Jesse James,
my cousin,
famous outlaw, and actually, JJ is, as you can tell, descended from Jesse James. Her maiden name is James. That's what the JJ is. Mm-hmm. The second J is James. But also, it is the birthday of Crazy Horse, the Native American leader. So we are going to be celebrating just the Wild West.
It's random.
It's random.
Sometimes there is no rhyme. There is no reason.
We've been watching this Wyatt Earp show,
which we love.
We love. So we've been very getting into.
Narrated by Ed Harris. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, we love it. So we have been very into,
the Wild Wild West.
The Wild West, and we live in the Wild West. In fact, the Wyatt Earp show takes place here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And to places that we have been.
Tombstone.
Yeah. So it's cool.
But I think the thing that's sort of nice is I think you have an idea about what these characters look like, and the Wild West is well represented in media, so we see imagery that we associate. You instantly know it's the Wild Wild West. So I think it's fun to draw because you're not coming from no it's like everyone's got some backboard for their imagination.
Yeah, what we're going to do is it's the cartoon version of the Wild West. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to do anyway. So I'm going to be drawing with a brush pen. I was just saying to JJ, the reference that I have that we're going to use, some of it's kind of complicated, like drawing a stagecoach or drawing a cowgirl or those kinds of things. It takes a little bit of time, so I don't know how much we're going to get done. But I'm drawing with a brush pen because I want to move fairly quickly. If you... if you want to take a screen grab, if you want to take your time, if you want to watch this show at half speed, then you can do that also. But yeah, feel free to work at your own pace if you want to. But there are interesting things to draw, and I have about 9 of them lined up. But let's begin with our birthday boys and move on to that. So our birthday boys here. Whoops, not that. It is here. Our birthday boy. So here's Jesse James in an ersatz. I don't know if this is even a real picture of him, but it might as well be. It looks like him. Right? Who's
real enough.
Who's played Jesse James in the movies? Do you know? Mm-mm. But I'm looking forward to doing this because I also want to do this lettering.
The lettering is super fun, right?
Yeah. So let me just move this here. Where am I moving?
Dead or alive.
Wanted dead or alive.
So how are you going to organize your page? Because you're not sure how many
I don't know.
We're going to get to?
I don't know.
Okay, so again...
I'm going to adjust it as I go.
It's a little random today. A little random.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust it as I go. So I might end up squeezing things in. I just already made the dimensions of this poster incorrectly. So I'm going to start by drawing Mr. James. Uncle James.
Cousin
James. What do you think the story is with your family and the Jameses? I mean, there's a lot of criminals in your family.
We have a mean streak. I hate to say it, we do have a mean streak on the James side. It is not a thing to be trifled with.
Your dad had road rage, but he wasn't.
No. My dad didn't have road rage. My dad's father had the mean streak.
He did.
It ran strong in him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do?
The only thing you can do with people with a mean streak is beat it out of them. And of course, we're starting with guys with facial hair.
Yeah, I mentioned to Danny, I was like, here's a way you can get your mustache, fix. Kick off September with exactly. And it's funny because we were kind of coming up with a bunch of ideas, and again, we spitball so many things before we decide what to actually do. But then I was like, we have to have some ladies, right? You can't not have ladies. But you realize so much of the iconography of the Wild West is all kinds of men and then saloon girls.
But that's partly because
ladies of the night
that's
girls.
Partly because it wasn't really a safe place for women to go.
Right, but surely women existed there. So you have school teacher, you have, it's just it was
the bordello.
It was interesting, yes. But the saloon girl, we all know what that
really meant.
No, I'm saying we all know what that getup looked like, right? It's like such a specific thing, like the feather in the hair and the petticoats and the boots and the, it's it's an image. It's an image.
Cowgirls. Yeah, so I have a cowgirl that we're going to look at. I looked at like Skool marms, but that was just kind of didn't really work. But yeah. Wanted, dead
or alive, $500. I wonder what the equivalent of $500 would be in today's cryptocurrency. Yeah, Annie mentions Annie Oakley, and we talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, Cynthia's having a birthday too. Happy birthday, Cynthia.
I think I'm going to have to change. I'm going to make I'm going to take some liberties with this because my composition isn't quite right.
You going to blame it on the brush pen?
No, I'm going to blame it on the fact that I made this thing too square. It's fine. It has a bit of character. Nobody's going to say, because this is a fake poster anyway. This is not a real poster, I don't think. And I don't think that you would be able to identify Jesse from my drawing anyway. I don't think you'd like, oh wait, isn't that guy? That's him. All right, so there's Jesse James. Now here's to make things even more confusing. I'm going to get rid of Jesse. I'm going to bring in. I'm bringing in Jesse, taking him out, and here. So as I said, today is also Crazy Horse's birthday. Here's the rub. They're building a giant statue. They've been building it since the 1940s of Crazy Horse's face. Have you ever seen it? It's
no.
No? It's in like North Dakota. It's kind of like Mount Rushmore. It's this giant face, and ultimately it's supposed to be like his whole body riding a horse or something. But they've been working on it, privately funded, for 80 years, and they've just gotten the face done. Here's the thing: there are no pictures of Crazy Horse.
Seriously, for real?
There are no pictures. This is his cousin, American Horse.
Wow.
He looks kind of like him, I guess. But this is the day of cousins. So, yeah. So we're going to have to kind of make it up.
Well.
Fair enough, right?
Yeah. Cousins usually bear a resemblance.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm going to focus on just his general regalia.
Olga says South Dakota.
South Dakota. Okay.
Thank you, Olga.
Is that where Mount Rushmore is, too? No? I think it might be. I don't know. I mean, we did just see North by Northwest, so.
What are you doing over there?
Sorry, I'm trying to get.
I'm trying to figure out if you needed help.
No, I'm trying to get my camera.
I see.
See what I'm drawing instead of seeing this picture of Crazy Horse is taken. It's crazy how big it is. Maybe I'll just make him.
How are you going to approach that headdress?
Gingerly. It is a nice headdress, though.
Mm-hmm. There's some writing on the bottom of that.
Yeah, it's American Horse.
It says American Horse?
American Horse, because there's...
I wonder what year this picture is from.
I don't know, but there's one... They have one picture that for a long time they used to think was Crazy Horse, but it turns out it was from, like, Buffalo Bill's Wild West show.
Like a fake reenactment actor?
Just some random old Native American. They were like, yeah, might as well... Yeah, we'll call him that.
Appropriation.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Crazy Horse?
No, nothing. Next to nothing.
I know that he was crazy, or his horse was.
I think he was likely very justified in his actions, whatever they may have been.
You think he was involved in some kind of slaughter activity?
Well, I think he was probably defending himself and his people, if he was.
I just finished rereading Blood Meridian.
You said that was a chilling experience.
Oh God.
Cormac McCarthy?
Cormac McCarthy. So, talk about crazy. There was a lot of craziness. Basically, there were the wars against the Native Americans and butchering them. But also how how incredibly violent the Apaches were. I didn't really know. I mean, they always had them in westerns, but I didn't really realize what fierce kind of warriors they were. Pretty crazy. Crazy. You know, I'm part Indian. I mean, my mother was born in India.
Wait, I was going to say the Asian kind.
Well,
I think I saw somebody from India in the chat today.
There you go.
Yes.
Might be a cousin.
Danny was born in Lahore, which is now part of Pakistan.
Right. By the time it was...
Oh, you weren't born there.
I wasn't born there.
Your
My
mother was born there.
was born there.
But you lived there.
I did. All right. I think this is pretty good. I think this captures him. This is almost photographic if you really knew what he looked like.
I mean, you could spend like 3 years drawing this one image if you really...
I don't have 3 years. But I have, I think this is a good little motif we've got going here.
So speaking of years ahead, it was your birthday yesterday. What's your wish for the upcoming year?
To be able to draw better.
The next 365.
I hadn't really thought of one. I just want to be calm.
Okay.
All right, let's draw something that isn't a person now. Let's draw a stagecoach. All right, so that's a stagecoach. It's a little complicated, but we're not going to make it complicated. We're going to draw it quickly.
I mean, we were that show, the what is it called?
Wyatt Earp.
Called Wyatt Earp and the Cowboys. Is that
Cowboy War?
Cowboy War. When you see the reenactment of the stagecoach, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me of.
My driving.
Reminded me of like a New York City cab.
It's pretty terrifying. I mean, that would be real uncomfortable.
Not to mention that you're afraid of dying all the time. I don't know how often the stagecoach got robbed, but in the movies it seemed like it was getting robbed constantly.
Yeah, well, I think this
like
was a particular moment in time we're discussing, and a lot of it hinged on a Wells Fargo heist.
Yeah. That's what started all the trouble.
Yeah, this is you could spend an additional 3 to 4 years on this.
I mean, we could do a whole show just about drawing a stagecoach. But we're not. We're moving at the speed of a stagecoach.
They did move.
I mean, they would have like 4 or 5 horses, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Plus the dude sitting up there. I'm going to have to draw that dude. I'm not going to draw the horses. I don't really like drawing horses.
Drawing horses is hard.
Super hard.
We've talked about that before. It's weirdly hard.
In fact, this entire Wild West show that we're doing today doesn't feature any horses.
Really? Not a one?
Not a horse. Not a sausage.
If you've been worried about that...
Yeah, if you were like, oh no, we're going to have to draw horses, you're not. You can thank me later.
I bet some people are thinking, why is drawing a horse so hard? I'm going to draw a horse. Guess what?
Try it.
JRA said that's where the phrase riding shotgun came from.
Oh, right.
Fascinating. I never knew that.
So I'm going to draw the guy.
That's a fun fact.
I'm going to draw that guy up here. So there's a guy sitting up here on the top of there is a stagecoach driver, but unfortunately there's no horses, so he's not going very fast. But okay. I'm going to come back and hit this stuff up with some color later on. So the fact that it's super simple now is okay.
You're kind of behind your reference. Mineral Pass says, I prefer drawing horses than stagecoaches.
Well,
yeah, this stagecoach has a lot of fiddly bits.
yeah.
I mean, you could definitely you could go deep on this.
You could, and you can do that on your own time. We're not getting into that today. All right, I'm going to give him some reins, and there's like the implication of horses. Okay, I'm going to have to draw a horse.
Whoa.
I think this.
Way to
but
go.
I'm drawing it from my
Way
imagination.
to go back on your word.
I'm drawing from my imagination, so I don't even know what it's. Don't you remember I drew? What did I draw recently? Didn't I draw a prospector? Yeah.
Oh, right. That was a mule, though, right?
Yeah. My guy's kind of a mule too.
What about a donkey? A burro.
Why the long face? Okay. We've got some horses going on there. I should probably connect them to the stagecoach, though. So they're actually pulling it. Right now, they're just kind of walking in front of the stagecoach, which is standing there. All right, so there we go. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, I get your drift.
You get the idea.
Sort of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when you and I sat down to make this list of things, we didn't really think about the fact that, like, for instance, okay, let's just draw something simpler. I'm going to draw a Winchester repeating rifle. Right?
Sure.
Let's just make that simple. Please, please, God, make this simple. All right, I'm just going to do it up here. I guess that was the shotgun that would have been. I don't really think of shotguns as being a Wild West thing, do you?
Rifle?
A rifle is different from a shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, why are you talking about shotguns when we're drawing a rifle?
Because we were talking about riding shotgun. And I was thinking, would they have a shotgun?
Sure, I think they were all gunned up. I mean...
Gunned up.
Yeah. You'd have like a holster on your belt. You'd have one on your leg.
See, some state just passed a law that you can now carry an unconcealed weapon without a license.
Probably Arizona.
Yeah. All right, there's sort of a shotgun. Ding 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 ding. What is it? Ding 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 ding
ding ding ding ding diddling 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 ding ding
ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding. Okay, good enough. There we go. Shotgun. Winchester. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving fast. Okay, we've got 4 drawings done in
record time.
15 minutes. But I'm going to go back and paint all this stuff. So I'm going to probably bring back some of this. Will I bring it back? No, I won't be bringing it back. All right, this is just a cluttered mess now, though. So there's a train, because we've got to have a train, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a train. I think I'll draw the train over here. I apologize if my camera behaviors making you feel seasick.
I mean,
It's hard for me to orient myself with all this
this
stuff.
looks like a fantastic graphic element that you could really do something cool with on this page.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to kind of stream in from here.
You could also do it along the bottom.
No, I think I have this square shape in here. I think this will be good. Trains are very cool. I mean, have we ever done trains? I don't think we ever have.
I don't think we have, actually.
Yeah, maybe we should do that sometime.
Interesting. Next week?
Next week, trains. Trains and the bearded men that drive them.
Hilarious, Danny. Your birthday's over. Move on.
Back to work.
Back to work.
You know, sometimes drawing fast is really bad, and sometimes it's really good. How's that for a useful insight?
Deep thoughts with Danny Gregory.
No, it's true. Sometimes when you draw really fast, you can't even stop to think, which can be sometimes good. But then again, it can be sometimes bad.
Wow, you're sticking with it, huh? Yeah, Dee Dee mentions this is a lesson in perspective.
That's true also, yeah.
It's actually a pretty cool reference picture.
Yeah.
I like it. Dog Eye Productions is asking anyone have any interesting special things to put on a toast.
Are you making breakfast?
We put beans on toast. Heinz beans.
Sardines on toast?
Sardines on toast. I mean, I think you could put anything on toast. Think of them as little bruschettas.
Why are they asking that exactly?
I'm not sure, but I thought
It's
it was appropriately random considering the randomness of this assignment. You know, Danny has drawn a piece of toast in such detail, like every nook and cranny of this toasted bread. I think you took like over an hour drawing a tiny piece of toast once.
many times.
Many times.
All right, I'm going to have to do some explaining. I think I'm going to have to label this stuff because it's sort of like, it's hard to even tell that this is a train, I think. It's because it's so complicated. Can you tell that it's a train?
I mean, I think you smushed it in there. I think it should have gone along the bottom, but you know, I'm not the one making the drawing.
I've got other stuff to fit into the bottom. All right, that'll have to do. We've got a train to catch here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's strangely, despite all the roles of trains in westerns, there just aren't really that many. There are no real passenger trains anymore. Jack and I were just discussing that, the fact that there's no train that goes from Phoenix to L.A. There's freight trains, but there's no passenger trains.
They talked about an Amtrak.
I know, but whatever happened?
Yeah.
It's a crying shame. I mean, the railroads built the West, no?
Well,
What happened? Bang. Southwest took it over.
yeah, Southwest Airlines.
Southwest destroyed the West. All right, train. Moving on. Man, okay, let's do something simple. Sheriff's badge.
Okay, thank you.
Sheriff's badge.
What a relief.
All right, sheriff's badge. For some reason, 6-pointed Jewish star.
I wonder how many people are going to put a piece of toast in the middle of their Wild West.
Western toast.
Texas toast.
There you go, Texas toast. I knew there was something like that.
Make it over a campfire.
What is Texas toast exactly? Is this
It's
toast?
like thick. It's thick.
I see.
Maybe it's a specific kind of bread. Soft.
Oh, that's that kind of thing. Okay, I know what that is now. Now, can I do this lettering?
You didn't leave yourself much room, boss.
I know. Did it. Nailed it. Sheriff. There we go.
Not Omar Sharif.
Yeah. All right. All right, we'll do toast next week.
Oh, no.
We're doing toast.
Toast was so painful. There was once It's funny. We did, I think, 2 years ago, an episode about a full English breakfast, which contained toast, but we still have Danny's piece that he made up in our kitchen.
That was fun.
The full English.
All right, so here's a cowgirl. Again, I'm not even sure if that's really a thing.
Annie Oakley?
She's not, no, because Annie Oakley was like a sharpshooter, right? This is just a kind of a gal, a Western gal.
Yeah, it's like a Western gal from 1990.
Yeah, this is I don't think any Western gals had their photos taken. That's the problem. So this is more like yeah. We're going to figure it out. We're going to make it up. You can do it.
She is cute.
She's cute, right?
Yeah. She's got good attitude, good body language. Like, don't mess with me, Jesse James. Kick your butt.
I find it hard to draw cowboy hats, I have to say.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. They have so many kind of complex curves in them. I'm sure there's some kind
of... Well, you nailed her face. I mean, straight off.
Are you being facetious?
Yeah.
I think she's cute. She's trying to capture her cuteness. I've decided I'm not drawing people realistically anymore. I mean, not that I ever really did, but it's enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure the way that gun is holstered looks incredibly safe.
She's a very confident guns woman. She has no problem with shooting herself in the foot or anything.
I just looked at your face again. I mean, maybe you need to stop practicing selfies. Well, again, that is kind of the point of the selfies, right? The whole point of drawing a selfie every day for the whole month is that at the end of September, Danny will be able to do better portraits of other people.
Is that the point?
Yeah, drawing selfies makes you a more competent artist of people of all sorts and varieties.
Oh, I like all sorts.
Anyway, this just goes to show you need the practice.
You know, I don't have any problem with his drawing of her. Not sure what you're talking about. To me, it looks like I thought it was a photograph for a second there. It's probably as accurate as my train is.
I don't know.
I think she's cute. I mean, would you have any doubt as to what she was?
I would have a doubt whether it's a man or a woman, to be quite frank with you.
What if I write Cowgirl next time?
It might be a pug. Hard to say.
Boy, you're tough. I think you can tell either it's a cowgirl or it's, I'm not into gender. I'm not into
It's a humanoid.
Gender. I don't care about the whole gender thing. It's fine. All right.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt. Ay, ay, ay. What is the weapon hanging off the back of her belt? It's an umbrella handle. You can't. Sometimes when it rains in the West, you got to be prepared. So yeah. Oh boy. I think this is pretty good. She has a scarecrow's face.
Lisa Stewart says, as long as there's facial hair, who cares?
Yeah, that's how you know she's a girl, because she has
no mustache.
No stash yet. You'll see when I paint her, she's going to look cute as hell. Cute as a button.
Deb said those are pens and pencils hanging off her belt. That's right. That's like her urban sketching kit.
She's good to go. All right. Let's get rid of her before I have to deal with any more scoffing.
Okay, let's.
Here's a dude. Let's do a dude. I'm going to do this dude on the other side of the page. Over here, it's going to be a dude. He's a gunslinger, this guy. But he does need a handlebar mustache. This guy's too clean shaven. I don't know. I've never drawn these things before. I didn't want to raise the bar too high.
I mean, you are trying to accomplish a lot in this session, so I give you grace.
There we go. Perfect. Looks just like him. I like the sort of big, long coat thing.
A duster.
Duster, yeah. I guess cowboys wore those, didn't they?
I do believe. I mean, I think it was your rain,
Is that what it was? Like your
Yeah.
rain thing? They didn't wear those like yellow things at the Marlboro Man. Remember the Marlboro Man? They had the whole campaign where they wore yellow, like
And wasn't it like light tan leather?
no, it was like because I think they were supposed to be modern cowboys.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Always bring it back to advertising.
It's funny how that campaign went on for so many years.
Yeah, until the model died of lung cancer.
They couldn't get another one?
Someone mentioned that this reference looks like maybe he's like a Chippendales.
Yeah. Or he's from like a romance novel.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. That's the problem with reference. You can't get good reference anymore. All that reference, it's gone. Died out with the West. I kind of figured that there's not really pictures of any of this stuff anyway. And if you saw pictures of a real cowboy,
You're a little off camera with your feet.
and remember what reference is for. What is reference for?
Suggestion.
Exactly. We're not comping photographs. If anything, bad reference is good because it forces you to use your imagination. How's that for an excuse?
Way to go.
Thank you.
Way to land the plane.
All right, so
I mean, you got his stance.
yeah, I did. He's got kind of short legs and a big head, but that's cool. All right, so we have one more.
Only one?
Yeah,
Whoa. So are you going to go back and hit these with some color?
yeah.
Aha.
All right, so here's another person, which is another opportunity for you to scoff at me. It's a lady. She's I don't know what these women are. I mean, are they prostitutes? I don't know. Are they like entertainers?
I think maybe don't want to disparage anyone doing what they needed to do in the Wild West.
Well, I think being a sex worker was, that was part of the economy.
Yeah, it happened. I mean, this definitely looks like you pulled it from like HalloweenEmporium.com.
Yeah. Because it's good reference. Because the thing about costumes is, if you get a Halloween costume, it has all the cliches in it. No, that's what you want. If you're drawing a type, nothing wrong with that.
Look, at least as far as like a Halloween Emporium offering, it's not minuscule, like maximum skin showing. Some of these Halloween costumes you see, they're like not a lot of coverage. So even if this was a lady of the night, she's covering, she's like pretty modest as it goes.
Or she's just not a very good salesperson.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Is she wearing like weightlifting gloves? I think so.
I mean, they look like little Madonna lace gloves. You know, you just think to yourself how difficult laundry, you know, it's
They
like,
even do laundry in Blood Meridian. They never do laundry.
oh, really? Is that actually a thing they
They're
discuss?
always, yeah, they're always like everybody's really smelly.
Well, okay, so here's a fact that I actually do know. If you buy, even today, modern times, premium denim, you know, like the real expensive jeans that you can get, you're not really meant to wash them. Like unless you really get them dirty with something, the recommendation is like you really wear them many, many times. And then you're not meant to put them through the washing machine. You're supposed to take them off and put them just like in a shallow layer of water in your bathtub. Like they're really meant to not be washed.
Welcome to Wash With Me, our weekly show about laundry. All right, so okay, that's it. I've got the basic thing worked out. Now let's make it good. That was the sound
Of coffee?
of paint
Going
coming
to,
in.
I was going to say, uh-oh. Did the teacup go?
No, I'm having some coffee though. All right, I'm gonna do this with I think a limited palette.
Are you going to write like Wild Wild West anywhere or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I think I'll do it in here. Wild. Maybe I'll do it. Yeah, it's gonna go somewhere in here because I need something to join these folks together. But I might, as I said, do it in a limited palette.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just to keep it a little. You can also move faster.
Limited palette, you mean?
Yeah. What do you think? I think it's looking better already.
Sure. I mean, a red badge is a little problematic for me, but
Yeah. This whole page is red though.
better red than dead.
Wanted, red or alive.
Dog Eye Productions wants tips for starting to use colors.
Eat a lot of toast.
Good memory.
Tips for what? Starting with colors?
Yeah.
Well, I would say start with one. That's what I'm doing. Start with one and see how you feel. Thinking about, the placement of these colors. See what they're doing.
I mean, I think a tip we mention often is sometimes use of color is highly dependent on what kind of paper you're using.
Well, certainly with a watercolor.
Yeah. Or a marker. I mean, so it is a factor. Some papers take colors in ways that others don't. But as with anything, you just got to jump in and play around. Patient says too much blood meridian.
There you go. That's my inspiration. I'm gonna have to put in another color too, but
Oh yeah? You're gonna use the second color?
I'm gonna use the second red.
Seriously now. That's commitment.
It's just looking a little flat.
Wow, Twiglet is really snoring.
She sank down. She's exhausted from eating breakfast.
She is so cute. Someone mentioned the jacket kind of cuts off between his legs. Which
That's true.
seems a little...
No, it should be behind his legs. You're right.
Right. Like
Thank you.
there's
Good point.
something
That's what was looking wrong about that.
bit unusual there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just using regular watercolors, right?
Yeah.
You have like little pans that you glued onto one of our salad plates, which is always a little upsetting when I see it.
It'll come off.
No, it won't. That's why I can't have nice things, folks.
Send your condolences to jj@sketchbooksoul.com. Now you know it's a girl.
Because she's wearing like a sleeveless...
She's wearing a vest. Cowboy vest.
Oh, I see.
These guys too, the gunslingers too. They gotta wear those vests. Not sure why.
Yeah, it kind of turned into a fun page, eh?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's kind of a lot of drawing to be doing in a short amount of time. We'll have to think about that next time. I hope that I haven't made you panic because there's so much to get done.
You gonna sneeze?
Yeah, I was going to, but I've decided not to. Excuse me. What do you think? I think...
Somebody mentioned a little yellow, a hit of yellow.
oh, no.
No?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought that would actually be really kind of nice. I think you need it for that sheriff's badge. It's bothering me that that's red. I'll be honest with you.
I really appreciate your honesty.
I'll live.
I'll live it alone.
The Wild West lettering really is fun, though. I think you could have a very good time if you invested the time to make that all that it could be.
I agree. I don't really have the time to do I?
No, I know, but I think, not everyone is hustling and bustling through this the way you are.
Yeah. I've set myself a goal of getting all this done in an hour, and it's kind of problematic.
Twigs. Twiggy, no. Come here. Come here. Good girl.
And for some reason, I'm painting these letters behind this cowgirl. I'm not sure why I started doing that, but I did.
It happened. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes, my sweet.
Westworld. That's another thing we haven't really hit on.
Oh, sweetie.
No making out with dogs during the show, please.
Now she has the hiccups. First she was having a nightmare. Then she had to have an outrage. Now she has the hiccups.
All right, so let me just quickly do this.
Come here, sweetie. I know, sweetie. Twiggy's collar matches your page.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Yeah, she's coordinations.
I'm not going to do Cowgirl. Should I call her a cow woman? Or is that sounds terrible?
What about Gunslinger?
But the guy is a gunslinger.
I mean, he might be a deputy.
Yeah. Okay, and she is a saloon. What would you call her? Saloonist? Saloonista?
Barmaid. Oh yeah, you didn't get any like bottles of booze in here.
I looked at bottles of booze and they didn't have labels.
Didn't we talk about campfire too? Like a nice campfire?
Yeah, we did. Saloon. And I have to think of an appropriate word for that. What's an appropriate word?
I mean, I guess gal.
Gal. Saloon gal. Okay, gal it is.
Yeah, I'm sort of at a loss of what else.
I mean, she could be a saloon singer, but, well, she's a gal now, because I've done it.
She could have been the owner.
Yeah, I thought about that. Small business woman. All right, stagecoach.
Danny's brush pen is a Pentel brush pen. Has kind of like a fancy limited edition cover.
Yeah, it's the same old pen, though. I wrote Bradge. Bradge. Good Lord. Because you talking about
it's
brush.
red.
No, because you were saying brush pen, and I was like, brush. And this I'm going to call the 310 to Yuma. Bradge.
It's not bronze, it's red.
Bradge. All right, so this is Winchester. Winchester Cathedral.
I wish everyone could hear the scritchy, scratchy sound your pen is making. It's very pleasing.
Oh, you like that? A lot of people hate that sound.
I love that sound. I don't like the blending stump. Oh, that's the worst sound in all of art making.
Okay, I think I got it. Except for Bradge. There we go. What do you think? And just in time. Nailed it in 9:58.
Proud of you, babe.
I'm good. I may not draw well, but I draw fast.
It's like you've done it before.
But drawing fast. Right? Quick draw McGraw. Quick draw McGregory. Gotta write that somewhere. I'll write that in the corner. Quick.
Yeah, I know. You're a good girl.
McGregory.
It could be you on the wanted poster. Willing to draw quickly for $500.
Here we go. That was good. All right, there you go. It's a page. It's a page.
All right, let's go eat some toast.
Let's go. What are we going to put on it?
You're probably going to put Marmite, and I'm probably going to put lemon curd.
True. Hey, could you slide over a bit just because you're off camera? There we go. All right. Good. So, guys, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us in the Yippee-Ki-Yay Wild West. I'd love to see your version of the Wild West. Love to see it. So please, JJ, join me in asking people to share your drawings on social media, namely Facebook or Instagram, or in the schoolyard, if you remember. And make sure that you tag them. Hashtag SBS Draw With Me. SBS stands for Sketchbook School, of course. Our beloved alma mater. I write an essay every Friday, and you can subscribe to it by going to dannysessays.com. It is free. It is my gift to you. Also, join and become a member of this channel. You will get a lot of cool stuff. You'll get cool emojis and things like that, but also you'll be supporting us in what we do. And you can join us in all kinds of cool art activities. $7.99. You know, I don't know what that would have been in the Wild West, but you caught probably like a sarsaparilla. Right? So please consider signing up and joining us. Also subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up so that we can entice other people to come and
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. So yeah, so if you want to join, just look in the information below. You can also get the URL. Join YT.
On that note, toast.
On that note, we're off to Toastland. Thank you very much, and hats off to you.
See you next week.
And we toast you.